Alright, Bobby Shields with Dogbone Knives. We're back for part 5, which will be drilling and claying the blade. Okay, to make a hamon on it. Now, first thing I done was tape the blade after I got it sanded down to 600 grit. It's not the shiniest thing in the world. It's got a few scratches in it, but nothing major. Just little, real fine scratches. And anyway, so now we're going to mark the handle and drill it. These two holes that I've got in here, only purpose was to hold the blade down while I was filing it and sanding it. And so now I'm going to determine where I want to put my pins. I want to know how big of pins I want to put, and I want to put a hole for a lanyard right back here in the back. So we put that hole in there and tie a wrist strap on a lanyard right there. And then once we get all that done, it cleaned up a little bit, then we'll clay the blade, hang it up, let it dry. And when they get dry and I get a couple more knives done, then we'll go in the furnace for the heat treatment. Then we'll show you that, show you the cleanup, show you tempering, and then showing, well, before we temper it, there's another step that I like to do that probably most bushcrafters don't do. But anyway, I'll get to that a little later on. Right now, let me get the camera set up so we can start drilling the handle. Okay, I hope you can see this. Now, I've got the magic marker on the blade to darken it down since I don't have any machinist blue. And like I said, these two holes right here are strictly for holding it down. And then I'll be drilling some more holes to kind of lighten this handle up. So it'll help kind of balance it out once you put the handle on it. So anyway, we want to mark this down right here. Here's my little scribe, and I want to come down. Personally, I like about 3/8 of an inch down, because this is about an inch wide right here, and you want the pins at the top of your hand, not down here on toward your fingers or anything else like that. And I don't put one right in this finger choil right here, because it'll get on your finger. It could. I'm not saying these will come loose or anything, but they could. Back up just a little bit. Okay, it's mark 3/8 down, and from both sides. Use me a little straight edge here. Yeah, just one of my, and just mark it straight across. Okay, there's that one. There's this line across through there. Okay, as you can see, it's above these holes right here. Now I want to mark one to put one in this corner right here. And what I want to do is I want to come in about 9/16 of an inch. Well, not hardly that much. I want to come in about 1/8 here. That'll leave me with 3/8. So from here to here, I want to go 3/16 of an inch. Okay. So total 3/8. Now I want to go 1/8. I want to go from this line down 1/8, and then 3/16. Alright, that puts me right there. Now the reason I'm doing that is, drop the tape measure anyway, my lanyard is going to be, hole is going to be 3/8. I'm going to put a 3/8, there we go, a 3/8 drill bit in there. Make this, see I freshly sharpened the point of it there. That's the reason that you scribe it twice when you get finding the center, because this center right here may not be true center of this drill bit. So anyway, so always remember that just because you sharpen them by hand and everything don't always make that exact true center. But anyway, I want this hole 1/8 of an inch away from this corner here and this corner here. Give me a little more bite right in there. So, and that puts it a little higher than this line, which is okay, because it, like I said, it's going to be 3/8 of an inch. It's going to be, and these is just going to be 1/8 of an inch. So what I'm going to do with that, let me get my tape measure here that I dropped. Okay. I want to, let's just put this here, that, and I will put one right here, about an inch in, I'll do 7/8 in, and then I will put one right here. It's just an eyeball where you want it, basically. I'll have one there and one there. So let me let's see if I can get this around here where we can spot them at, if I can find my hammer. Hold on just a minute. Let me go get a hammer. Okay, I'm back. Left my hammer in the truck. I forgot about it. Anyway, let's see if you can see down here on the anvil on part on my vise. Let me raise this up just a touch there. See if you can see that now. See if I can see it on the camera. Okay, right here on the anvil. I want to take my center punch. This was a broken drill bit that I just sharpened off and made a cone on the top. Keep it from busting off when I do it. It works real good on this. Anyway, you just center punch your holes. And center punch that, and then just center punch some random spots here so you can lighten it up. Okay, now then, put this up right here, lay this down, cover it back up real good, take, alright, where'd I get off to? Okay, right here, take 2 screws, and start them in there. Will hold it and keep it from slinging around when you do it. Ah, doggone it. Anyway, okay, I've got it screwed down now, and the reason I didn't with a screwdriver is I couldn't find my number 2 screw check for the drill. I could find a number 3, which is too big. It's probably in the pants pocket in the washing machine, knowing me. But anyway, start out, my rods is going to be, I'm going to start out with 1/8 of an inch. And that's how big my pins is going to be, my brass pins to hold my handles on. Anyway, so I'll get these started. I done got them all center punched, so now I'll just drill. There. Alright, that's all that 1/8 one's drilled. Ooh, hot potato. Now, get to a little bit bigger one. Right there. Lock it in there. Now, start with our lanyard hole. Alright. Go to some of these. Our weight reduction hole. Alright. Whew. Now let's get to our 3/8. Alright. We only have one 3/8 hole to drill. And that's this one. Well, maybe I didn't get that as sharp as I thought. Got another one anyway for backup. Alright, there's that. Okay. It's a little warm. It's a little warm. Got it drilled right here now. This is for our lanyard hole, and the two small ones on the line is for the pins. Now I'm going to take a file and knock the burrs off of it. Right there. On both sides. Just hold it down and just wipe across it. You're not trying to make it pretty or anything. You're just trying to knock the burrs off of it, so it don't hang your hand here. Cut you and hurt you. So anyway, like I said, any more sanding has to be done to it. You can do that after the heat treatment. Now, with this done, right here, like this, I'll get set up and show you how to clay the blade. Okay, this is just a bucket of refractory cement. This is for setting in a fire brick in a fireplace or in a heater, or gluing them together or anything like that. It comes in different colors, but whatever, you don't care about the color because it's all going to be cooked off anyway later on. But this happens to be buff, the color. Alright, I've already opened this a few minutes ago and stirred it up just a little bit. I do that every once in a while just to keep it going. And as you can see, right here, a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. Now then, since we got it right here, take the knife, peel all your tape off of it. Both sides there it is. It's all good and clean, everything. Alright, now we can take a Phillips screwdriver or a nail or whatever you got right there handy. I just do whatever I got. Okay, you take a little bit of that and you just rub along the top here. Just build you up a little bit like this. Do it all the way out the top. Get it fairly thick. Because you're wanting this area protected. And you want this blade, want to leave this edge not so protected, because that's where all your hardness is going to be. I mean, the backbone's going to be hard, but it's not going to be as hard as the blade edge, and that's what you're wanting. That way you can have a little bit of a spring and a little shock absorption when you go to using it as a hatchet and chop whatever else you need to do with it. it just makes it a little, and I like the way it looks. So anyway, I've got one over there hanging to get, waiting on 2 or 3 more so I don't use up all my charcoal and stuff. Just make you a pattern, it don't matter. These, there's a book, I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, there's a book on Japanese swords where they show the pictures of the hamon pattern that was on them when they was right after they was made. That way they could say that yes, this sword belonged to this family. It's like a fingerprint. No two are the same. So however you do it, it's yours. It's your design, the way it comes out of the forge or whatever. It belongs to you. So anyway, I wish I'd have took a few pictures of the other knives that I'd made that I've got out for a test review on them. My buddy, he's got one of the left-handed knives. I've made 2, but anyway, I've got 2 buddies left-handed, and they both got knives, and they both used them. Excuse me, I'm getting this pollen or whatever it is, or weather. He's kind of got me choked up. Excuse me. But they both reported that they've done exceptionally well for what they was doing, and so that's all I can hope for. They said they didn't have no problem with them. They just kept a good edge and done what they was supposed to do, plus a little bit there. So anyway, if I got a good review from them, then they must be awful good. Alright, you want to keep it back away from the edge, because that's the part that you're wanting really hard. You just, like I said, and it will vary from side to side, so you just keep on doing it the way you want it done, and it will come out kind of close to what you want. Sometimes it does what it wants to do, but that's okay. And I don't really harden the handle and everything, so if it gets hard in the tempering process, that's fine, but you never know, you may have to drill something on it again one of these days or whatever. Besides, it's just there to hold the blade. There's not a whole lot of pressure on it, plus this steel is pretty tough on its own regardless of whether you do anything to it. I mean, it won't be nowhere near as good as the tempered stuff, but it still will be. Okay, that looks like about it. Okay, I'll put it on there. It's on this back real thick, and when it dries, and then on this side, it's a completely different pattern on this side than it is on this side. And when it dries, it takes about 24 hours or so to dry, and what it does is it insulates the metal here, where the blade edge right here will get to be 1550, 1560, maybe even 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. This right up here will stay around 14, 13, 14, whatever, because of the insulation on it. And don't get me wrong, it's hard. It'll be hard, but it won't be as hard as this edge. It gives you a little flexibility. You kind of need a little flexibility in with it, because you may wind up one of these days having to pry or something with it, and it's good to have a little flexibility in it. Not that I'm condoning using it as a crowbar or anything, or try to lift a truck off the ground or anything. But you know, a little twisting, a little prying every once in a while with it. As long as you know you watch what you do, everything be just fine. Okay. I'm just touching it up here. Go through and smooth everything out. Make sure you got a good thick layer on the top here. And everywhere you don't want so hard. And like I said, this right here will be real good later on. And yes, I want the whole tip hard. You never know when you may have to fend something off, a deer, a bear, or something. Somebody. Not that I'm condoning knifing somebody, but it's, you carry a knife, it's got more uses than just cutting a piece of rope or peeling an apple. If you have to use it for self-defense, then self-defense it is. But although I'm not going to condone somebody going out and stabbing somebody. No. No. That's not what my knives is for. But they are is really good knives. Okay, now hold on. Let me see about following this around right here, and you turn this camera around here. Okay, we'll hang this up right up here next to the other one. It's got a lanyard hole in it. All right, there they are. They're swinging. Yeah, it's swinging. Yeah, they're hanging in the window. That will be dry. That one already dry, so that's 2. So if I do a couple of more here in the next day or 2, then I'll fire up the furnace and the forge jar, and we'll heat treat them. All right, that'll be part 6. It will be heat treating and cooling. All right, thank you.